there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. But he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. And he finally steps out of bounds. A huge kick return to set the offense in great position here. The Wolverines return team doing a great job to set up this offense for the first possession. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now, Kirk.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
You recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Back to throw. It's Warren. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Ohio State's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. An inside give now from the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful and let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Yeah, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the point after is good. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Warren. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Wolverines will have to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Caught behind the line. It's Abuka.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Looking for some space. It's Henderson. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Makes a quick grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. We've got a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll feed the back again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Abuka. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
With the catch, it's Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Buckeyes Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Looking downfield. It's Howard. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Not much on that play. Brought down short. 3rd down after that running play. And the quarterback dropping back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Back to pass. It's Howard. He's got it for a big gain. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st down, it's play action. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point goes up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Oh, the quick throw. The ball is incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the 2nd half on offense, so they need points right here.
Here's the 2nd down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking downfield, it's Warren. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up.
Oh, it's tipped at the line and intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Okay, the offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. Now let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here's a 1st and 10 play. To throw, it's Warren. And now another deep ball here. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, it's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Grab down the middle. It's Henderson.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looks right for a quick completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open play.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Looking to pass. It's Warren. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. 2nd down. They're going to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's 2nd down here. the shotgun, drops back. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality.
Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offense. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Ohio State 42, Michigan 28.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Now here's the toss play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Handoff from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's... offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. Runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
This is the 6th play on the drive. They've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Howard. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Makes a quick catch.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looking to throw yet again. Caught on the outside. It's Loveland. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. To the air, it's Warren. It's an out route, the catch made. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And the Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that is going to bring up fourth down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this first down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on fourth and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Running through the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. To throw, it's Howard. Jukes to get past a man. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. He hands it off from the gun. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Offense getting ready for what could be their last drive. Time ticking away in the last quarter. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
To the air, it's Warren, bringing pressure. And the senior quarterback off target there, a little behind him.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Hit just as he throws the ball, and that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance every time.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Defensive PI cost him 15 yards and gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Warren. And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Well, so much emotion coming into this game. Always tough to lose to your rival and know the other side's going to have bragging rights now.